Hi girlies, welcome back to Sass a Little Bit of Class. I'm Cara Williamson, and today we're going to be discussing, do you ever just not get that high feeling after you've achieved your goals, like that sense of pride and that, wow, I did that feeling? Me either, gal. Let's dive right in. So I've spoke a little bit about how compliments just aren't really my thing. They make me feel awkward. I completely shut them down. I've done a wee ep on that before. But it's kind of the same internally. I will not give myself an internal compliment. And I don't know if it's just my internal standards are a bit high, okay? I don't really know what it is, but after I achieve something, I kind of feel like, thank goodness that's done. Or what's next? Do you know what I mean? Or not even, sometimes it's not even that. Like, sometimes it's just like, that's just what people do. Like, so I've got a nice car, but then I just kind of put my stand and go, but it's on finance. And then I'm like, oh, I've got an SVQ, like, for my job role. I'm like the youngest person in my work in that role. I think, I'm like, yeah, no, but that's just normal. Do you know what I mean? Like, the people that I'm working with have been in the job since probably my age. Like, it's nothing special that I'm like 23 in that role. Like, that literally means nothing. My mum and dad are so proud. My family's so proud. Connor's proud. And I'm like, I just don't get that. Like, why are you proud, babe? Do you know what I mean? What is there to be proud of? It's just what people do. Do you know what I mean? I wanted to work in early years. I needed to have that qualification. So I went and got it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just like it needed to be done and then I done it. Does that make sense? Getting a car, I passed my test. Actually passed my theory first time and then passed my test second time. And I was kind of like, that's just what people do. I'm just like, it's done. Thank goodness. Get me a car. Do you know what I mean? And then I obviously bought my first car on finance and my second car was on finance too. And I just kind of like put myself down. I'm just kind of like, that's what people my age do. Like most people have a car or have a license and or working towards getting a license. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm like, that's just the way of the world now. And I know that some people don't have like financially like that ability to do that, right? But I'm comparing myself to like people who are. So people that are 23 and they're in the same situation as me, like financially, could get where I am. Do you know what I mean? And they're probably not where I am, they're probably up here. I'm not comparing myself to people that are in poverty or not in the same situation I am. And like that, I'm not comparing myself to people that it's like their mum and dad's pure, I don't know, their dad's Liam G. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm just comparing to people that are in my kind of bubble, if that makes sense. And I feel like I should probably be up here and I'm probably just standard, like, do you know what I mean? So I didn't tell my mum I was moving. I told my dad, of course, because he obviously had to help me move. And then I basically got like a little Christmas tree bubble made for my tree, but my mum was putting her tree up on like the day after I had moved in. So I just took my Christmas bubble there and she was like, oh, what's this? And it had my address on it. And I'd literally been talking about this house, but I told her we couldn't get it because, first of all, it was like, if you've bought a house, guys, it's not straightforward, okay? So I didn't actually think I was getting it. So with my mum, I just kind of left it at that. I thought, I'm not going to tell her that I'm getting it now. I'm just going to make it a surprise. And that's what gets me excited, but I'm not proud. Do you know what I mean? So, like, any big achievement, I like to do something so other people get excited about it, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, when I got a new car, I just showed up to my mum's and was like, look at my car. Do you know what I mean? And like I showed my dad as well, and he was kind of like, "You're an idiot." Like your car was totally fine. But anyway, oh my god, I actually want a Beetle. I want a Volkswagen Beetle. Just now I've got a Polo. I want a Beetle, but only as like I want a Beetle for 6 months. So say like in the summer, spring, okay, and then I want my Polo for like the other months. I just want to get like a 6 months insurance and then 6 months insurance and then just swap them about. Do you imagine a little baby pink? I don't know if I want a baby pink one or if I want a beige one, but it's got to be a convertible, obviously. I'm like, come on, you're only 23 months. You're only 23 months? You're only 23 months. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just want it. But I keep looking at the reviews and the reviews are saying really unreliable. And obviously they don't make them anymore, so getting parts is really dear. And I thought, but if I'm only driving it 6 months, like, that means I've got another 6 months to, like, fix it. Do you know what I mean? And I just want it for, like, maybe a year. So I really only want it for like 6 months, just to cruise about in the summer, and then I'll sell it. Do you know what I mean? And they're actually not that expensive, guys. Okay, some of them are, and I definitely want one of like the newer ones. And you get like the sporty ones and that, and I'm like, love. And I can literally get any colour, and I'll just wrap it Anyway, I'm just getting too excited. I've even picked up a new registration and everything for it. Oh, it's honestly, it's on my mood board. Is that what it's called? Like, that's what I see for next year. I see me and a BL. Well, I also think as well, see if you have got, say you really want someone to the point where like it frustrates you that you don't have it, literally me and my BL. I think that means it's because in another life you have it, like you've already got it. Do you know what I mean? So that's why you want, like, I used to rage when people used to get a house before me. Rage. Not rage, but be like, eh, where's mine? Like, I wanted a polo, I used to be really annoyed when I didn't have it. I knew I needed to get a brim, it's like a really nice brim, not an ugly brim. Vauxhall Adam, that was my first car. And I was just like, it's a need. And I hadn't seen any, there is none. I think there's actually I think there was like 20 made. That's actually a lie. Maybe there's only 20 on the road. I don't know, but that's in the whole of like Europe. And I had one. And everyone knew it was me. It was so good. And I've got my personalised reg. And it was given main gal. It was given main character energy. That was me. I actually loved it. And to be fair, so with the Beetle, I knew from like, I think I must have been about 17. I was like, I need to get a house. Like, I need to buy a house. And then I kind of went, I'm never going to be able to do that. Like, in what world? Do you know what I mean? I can't save. I'm really bad at saving. Like, it takes me all my power, okay, and strength not to spend my money on clothes. And like jewelry and things, and just like all like cutesy little things. It takes all my willpower. And I don't have a lot of that. Anyway, so yeah, I just think if you really, really want something, it's because you've actually already got it. So keep wanting it. Do you know what I mean? Keep telling the world that you want it. I don't really know if manifesting is a thing. But I'm manifesting a Beetle. Anyway, we'll see if it happens. But yeah, my idea of pride, I actually Googled, this is quite sad actually, not Googled, I actually asked Chat GPT if I could, like, what is pride? And it actually just asked me back. I said, what does pride actually feel like? And it was like, what do you think it feels like? And I was like, oh, I feel like I'm in therapy. I was like, if I felt proud, I think I'd be like tall and like, I wouldn't grow obviously, but I feel like I would just like, I don't know. How would you describe pride? Please let me know in the comments or something. Okay. I just feel like I would like, I would just like be like absolutely full of myself, but not in a bad way, but just be like sitting up tall and being like, I am the absolute shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, I am the bee's knees and I'm better than everyone here. I probably would be a wee bit bammy actually if I felt proud. That's what I think it feels like. Like, I can now, because I've done this, I can literally accomplish anything I like. And I just don't feel like that ever in my whole entire life. The only time I feel proud is like probably when I've got something right. Like me and Carl arguing about something and he's like, no, that isn't right. And I'm like, it is. And I'll go Google it. And then I'm right. Probably I'm a wee bit bammy then. Is bammy and proud the same thing? It's not. I don't know why I'm like relating the two together. It's just not the same. Oh, it was actually so cute. So when I told my dad, because I had to tell my dad first about the house and things, because he obviously is the main man in my life and he needs to help me move, you know? So I need to tell him first, and I honestly wish I recorded it because his reaction was dead cute. And I didn't think he was really going to react because I don't know why. I think it's because I don't really see it as big as it is. Do you know what I mean? So I was like, yeah, just so you know, like I'm actually getting, I probably told him so boring as well. I knew my mum was going to react well because she's quite an emotional girly. Do you know what I mean? Like, she'll watch, I don't know, like she probably cried at traitors. Do you know what I mean? Like, she's just an emotional gal. So I knew she's going to react. So that's absolutely fine. With my dad, he's just like, kind of like me. Like, dead, like, easy ozy, chilled out, laid back, you know? So I told him, I was like, oh, by the way, like, I'm getting this house, blah, blah, blah. And he went, oh, and he was like, had the biggest smile. My dad's like, serious, do you know what I mean? He's not really, but that's just how he comes across. And he like had like such a big smile on his face, and I thought, he's just a wee cutie. So yeah, I kind of wish I videoed that, but I think I'll remember that little moment forever. It was dead cute. Those reactions make me emosh. Do you know what I mean? So like with my mum, before I told my mum, I could feel like I've been like, I may start crying here, but it's not because I'm proud. It's because my mum's emotions make me emotional. If that makes sense. I think that's more like connection. Do you know what I mean? I feel like when I'm starting to get like emotional and I'm like, oh, that's like cute and things like that, because I know how my mum's going to react. She's very predictable. Do you know? I could literally, I think I actually brought her in flowers one time for Mother's Day and she started crying. Do you know what I mean? Like, she cries at everything. I think I remember leaving for school and she started crying because I was in first year. Do you know what I mean? She just cries at everything, really. Okay. So, yeah, I feel like me getting emotional is more to do with the connection rather than self-recognition. But don't get me wrong, like, I'm so grateful, and I think that's because I think of the people that maybe actually physically can't get the things, whereas feeling proud is like inward, like I did that, like I can achieve anything, like it's looking in, gratitude's looking out. Does that make sense? Like, I'm thankful. Does that make sense? I definitely recognise, I think I maybe recognise more like the privileges I have, like, rather than pride. If you follow any like celebrity or influencer or anything like that, you'll hear them talk a lot about imposter syndrome. And now this could be that, I don't really know if it is, but it's feeling like no matter what you do, you probably shouldn't be where you are. And mine's is more like everyone could do this, like anyone can do that. Like, if you can and if you're able to go out there and do a course and get the qualification, you can. Like, I feel like anyone that's maybe done the course, and this obviously might not be true, okay? This is just how I see it. Anyone that's maybe done the childcare course, I think has passed, okay? I don't think anyone's failed it, and if they haven't passed it, they've probably just dropped out and it's just not been really like their thing. I don't know, or maybe like they've got kids or something like that. Like I said, comparing myself and my situation to people that are exactly like me. Like, I've not got kids, I've not got like serious financial worries. Like, right now I'm worrying about Christmas and that's that basically. Do you know what I mean? Like, people's worries are so much greater than mine. They're probably like, God, I wish I was only worrying about like what to get for Christmas. You know? So I feel like definitely thinking that way is more what I do than feeling like I'm so proud. I don't know if I feel guilty if I was to feel proud, like being like, wow, how can I feel proud when people don't even have this? I don't really know. I've never really thought about it like that. Maybe I'll deep dive into that on some sort of car journey. That's kind of where I deep dive. Like, I usually think about my episodes while either in a conversation with someone or people watching, if people are on about like, maybe someone was on about their success and I've been like, oh, I'll dive into that. Or just when I'm driving to work or home from work, I'll just be like deep diving into my thoughts and why I work the way I work. Anyway, another reason for you to feel like this could be if you're a perfectionist, if you're thinking this isn't good enough. Like, I sometimes feel like that as well. I actually feel like the only way I would feel proud is if I maybe got like a degree or something. Because I'm like, I feel like I physically couldn't get a degree. I feel like I'm just stupid. Like, and I've actually spoke to someone else and they were like literally how I felt, but just do it anyway. And I feel like 5 years or 4 years, however long it is like a really long time to like commit to something. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like if I had a degree, I think I'd be like, I've made it in life. But and I know that people probably also don't feel like that because they'll be like, oh, I have a degree and I'm not using it. But I feel like the fact that you've actually committed to something and you've got a degree, I just think that you're the smartest person in the whole world, to be honest. I would probably do the degree and still feel nothing. So maybe I should just do it and let you know. Obviously, I have spoke about thinking about doing a degree, but I don't know. I'm still in two minds. I don't know if I'm capable of that, to be honest. I don't want to like embarrass myself. I'll probably do it for like 10 years. I'll be like, so you need to reset that year, and I'll just have to do that over and over again. So that would be me. But yeah, perfectionist, thinking that what you're doing isn't enough. So me having the qualification that I have, I'm like, that's not enough. I need to be doing like the next level up. Like, I need to be doing like the degree even. Do you know what I mean? I think I've got all these things that I'm naming, to be honest. Or sometimes people just don't. I think actually Molly May spoke about this, just thinking of, okay, what's next? Sometimes I think people just need to like pause. This is actually something I'm quite good at doing, but it's not in like a proud way. It's more in like a memories way. It's more in like taking the moment and like the atmosphere and things like that. So like, I remember my 21st birthday party, I thought, right, take this in, take myself away and go, oh, this is actually dead cute. Like, all my family's here or whatever. I don't know. I'm quite good at pausing and going, this is actually quite amazing. But yeah, it doesn't make me feel proud, to be honest. And when I'm driving and things, like, some people in my family don't drive, and I'm kind of like, what do you do? Do Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel grateful. That's like that gratefulness coming in. I feel like a lot of us should just pause instead of being like, right, okay, now that's done, what next? Be like, wow, I just did that. Easier said than done. Do you know what I mean? When people celebrate their small wins, I'm like, on you go. Like, I am so proud of everyone else. Like Connor, we literally have the same house, okay? But I'm so proud of him for the house. My dad's currently doing a qualification, so proud of him. I don't know, I'm just like proud of everyone, like friends and family and things like that. When it comes to my friends and family and like people around me and things, I honestly couldn't be like more proud of them. Like, but I feel like that's a different kind of proud. Like, I'm not going to feel so confident because they've achieved something, if that makes sense. Like, I just feel like that's how I don't really know what pride really feels like, because feeling it for someone is completely different from feeling it for yourself. But feeling proud for myself is the struggle, to be honest. I don't know. I'm actually going to ask in my little family chat if they feel the same. Maybe it's like a family thing. I think it definitely, like I said at the start, I think it's definitely how high our own expectations are. Like, if you've set your barrier so high, I think pride is how we measure it. Do you know what I mean? Like, mine's is if I was to have a degree, but then would I get a degree and then go, okay, what's next? I don't know if I would then think, oh, maybe actually this would make me feel proud. I don't know if I'd just be like constantly chasing that next goal and not really pause and go, wow, I just got a degree. Because I thought that, I don't know, sometimes it's like the actual journey to, maybe that's why people say like it's actually the journey to your goal that's the most important. But I don't know, sometimes the journey is just a bit stressful. Like getting a house, like I was like this, like, oh my god, we're gonna get a house, and then we got it and I thought, okay, thanks, that's it, done, thank goodness for that. um and like Connor's already speaking about like our next house, and I'm like, I'm quite good at going, right, okay, but let's just enjoy this house and then we'll talk about the next one. I am starting to speak about the next house now after less than a year. But I think it's just like an excitement thing, like, oh, what's next? But we're not, like, obviously, we've not even been here for a year yet. I think we'll probably be here for like a good few years before we even start to even look or think about moving. Probably like 5 year, 7 year, don't know. I don't know, seven's just like a good number. It's like halfway between 5 and 10. I'm like, perfect, love number 7. Anyway, so yeah, from now I think we should just celebrate all small wins. Maybe when I reach 100 subs, maybe I'll do a little giveaway. Who knows? Celebrating the small wins. So yeah, we're celebrating small wins. I think looking at yourself through someone else's eyes, like if I was my own friend, like would I be proud of her? Absolutely I would. Do you know what I mean? But just when it's myself, I'm like, it just needs to be done. Like, it shouldn't be celebrated. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just getting shit done. Or another one I see on TikTok is when you think of what your younger self would say. My younger self would think, wow, she's a baddie. But anyway, next tip, pause. And when you're in the moment, when you've just achieved something, just stop and go, all my hard work has just paid off. Like, if you're about to pass your test thinking all the times on that stupid app, failing, thinking I'll never ever get here, you did. Also, let me know, because I'll hype you up. Honestly, I'm the biggest hype gal ever. I feel like even just a wee thought being like, you did that, or just a wee like, a wee nod being like, that was you, gal. You did it. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't always have to be like a big reaction and a big feeling and lots of emotion. It could just be like a little thought going, you can do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, yes. Hopefully the next time you achieve your goals, whether that's passing your course, whether that's passing your test, theory, anything. Even if you're struggling to like go to school, go to work, get out of bed even, I'm proud of you if you've got up today. I'm proud of you because you've listened to my pod. What can I say? Anyway, my camera's way to die, so I'm ready to go now. You have the most amazing weekend. I am ready to go and see the Christmas lights switch on. I'm ready to go and see that tomorrow. Right now, I am dressed. I'm ready to go to bowling. Me and Connor have a double date. We've never had a double date. Well, that's like we literally went with the same little couple to go see the fireworks, and now we're going to bowling. I actually can't wait. I hope we get like little pictures, like in the little booth. So cute. Anyway, I will see you next week. Hope you have an amazing week. And guys, it's almost December. Today I actually went in town and me and Connor were like showing each other like little ideas. And it's just got me in like the Christmas spirit. My mum's putting up the tree tomorrow. What's going on? And I know I've actually got just a Christmassy day tomorrow. I've got my mum's light switch on and I've got like the city centre switch on as well. Honestly, I'm just filled with Christmas spirit. This always happens to me though. I always get right in the mood for Christmas, and then like the week before or 2 weeks before Christmas, I'm like, I'm over it. Also, don't forget to check out the things in the description below. You can follow me on all my socials. Don't forget to like, subscribe, rate and review. Give me a little comment. Love replying to you. Also, anything you want to ask me, you could do it anonymously in the little link down below or in my bios on my socials. Hopefully that's not too much to ask. Honestly, just think how proud of myself I'll be when I hit 100 subs. Anyway, keep it sassy, keep it classy, and I'll see you next Sunday. Mwah. Bye.